You did everything that you could for me. Remember when you asked,
Yeah.
is there anything that I need to forgive you for?
We don't get to choose who our parents is going to be.
Parents are the adult versions of ourselves. They'll guide you through the lowlights and celebrate your highlights. In this video, I want to get a better understanding of the relationship I have with my mother by learning more about the relationship she has with her mother. On the surface, there's an overwhelming amount of love. My name is Austyn. I've been a dancer all of my life, but now I live a simple life in the countryside with a passion for storytelling. I live the life my parents' parents grew up in. With family, there's always room for an uncomfortable conversation.
We as parents have to be very careful to our young people, our kids, because kids have a tendency of picking up various things that they see the parents do. If you plant a good seed, I assure you, it's going to blossom good crops. And that's in reference to your kids.
My dad's silhouette was always there, but his body was the only thing missing. I saw images of parents and their children and understood at a young age that my situation is just different. I can't miss something I've never had before, and I forgive him for that. My mom worked hard to make sure my siblings and I took advantage of every opportunity. I admire her risk and effort to be the best mother ever. She's always supported me when I danced, but now it's time for me to support her dancing.
When you started dancing recently, what do you feel?
Dancing that I do is called prophetic worship. It's just me, just worshiping God.
Do you see me in you while you're doing it, or the reverse?
When I think about you, it's that I know that it's a connection as well. I've always had it in me that I wanted to dance. You still inspired me to even do my dancing.
I find being an ear for my mom a part of the forgiveness process. For 18 years, she had to do the same for me.
Mother, because she's a nurturer, she's gonna do what she can to make sure the situation turn out differently. That's the instinct that's in a mother, and that's what I did. I knew I could never take the place of your dad or anything like that.
I had to seek out male guidance. I felt like an empty suit. This is an example of how I inquire more about the father-son relationship.
If you feed them various positivity, they're not going to become involved in the negative. So you have to constantly nurture them and keep them positive. You can't disrespect them.
Today, she's turning 94 years old. We call her Big Mama because she's my mother's mama.
A lot of time I was enjoying.
My mom and I get our sense of humor from Big Mama.
Happy birthday to you. You're looking good. You're looking good. Looking fine. You're looking fine. I hope you have a good time. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey!
I learned that spending time together is our love language. We never say goodbye. See you later is what we prefer to use. There's always been an emphasis of taking portraits every time we see each other. I made a card for Big Mama and she loved it.
Happy 94th birthday. Whoa.
Birthday's pretty close here.
Told everybody I was bald. We love you. Thank you for curating this big family.
Big Mama would not let it go, so I took it to her room and put it on her wall. This moment made me realize that forgiveness can be growing to accept what happened and what is currently happening. For those of you that made it this far in the video, I want to make sure we take some time to honor those whose parents are no longer here with us. There's no words that I can say to comfort you, and so I think we should acknowledge them with a few seconds of silence.
So I was watching your video and I got a little emotional for the fact that, I don't dance, if ever, or as much as I used to do. You're very passionate about this subject. It just made me proud that you were doing it in your own way. That was really beautiful to see. This video has been about my connection to you and forgiving you. Remember when you asked, is there anything that I need to forgive you for? And I have no answer because you did everything that you could for me. You moved around. I went through a lot of schools. Might have been uncomfortable sometimes being the new kid, but it shaped me to be always searching for opportunities bigger than me.
We don't get to choose who our parents is going to be. Of course, if we did, everybody want to get that one where our life would be what they would call you live with a silver spoon in your mouth or whatever. But those are the ones that we were given to. Of course, I love you, and no matter what the situations that we were going through at the time.
What's your definition of forgiveness?
Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for yourself. You're setting yourself free. Free from something that you feel that you may have done. You get into freedom and not being in bondage.
I think everything you did was what you thought was the best for me, because you did an amazing job. Even though my dad wasn't in my life, we can look at the results and see that I'm doing something right. You did a great job. You continue to do a good job.
Let me know if you're ready to forgive your parents and what you would say to them if they were standing right in front of you.